Okay, so good evening, everyone. And I hope this you've gone through the recording for session 8, that is week 8 this time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. I will just open the slide and then share my screen. What about the assignments? Have you been able to complete your assignments till what week?
I'm lagging a little behind in the assignment, but after returning from my trip, I plan to get on it and do all of them as soon as possible. Sorry.
Okay.
I think in these two recordings, there are no assignments given.
Yeah, not for 7 and 8. Yeah. So we'll start with this final bath of week 7, right? That's where we had left last time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
I will share my screen. So you only will have to explain the spinal bath to me, and if there are any questions, I will take over. Yeah. Can you now see my screen? My screen is visible?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Who is going to talk about the spinal bath?
I will
I
tell.
can.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay,
Go ahead.
anyone? Yeah, Deepali.
Um, so actually, this is invented by Acharya Lakshman Sarma sir.
Yes.
Basically, previously, they used to ask the person to sit in the tub for some time, but then it was realized that the patient gets so relaxed, the person sitting and taking bath gets so relaxed. So that's why he modified it in the such a shape that person can actually go off to sleep in this position. So the method of it is this tub is little bit of less height and more in the length, and we have to fill the water of 1 inch only, and
How much
then
water?
1 inch.
Yeah, actually half an inch only.
Ha. Half a inch, but I thought it will be too less, that's why I said 1 inch.
Yeah.
Okay, half inch. So I've taken this myself. So
Yes.
yeah, very minimal water suffices. So in this spinal bath, actually it at the vertebral column, uh,
Yeah.
all the nerves come out. That there the cooling occurs, and that's why it cools the nervous ganglia which are there at those sites, and it improves
Right.
circulation to it and the area around it. So basically this causes relaxation, and the relaxation is so good that sometimes the person goes off to sleep. So we usually do it for 20 minutes, but then if the person is sleeping, then we can go till 30 minutes also. Once we finish this final bath, then after that we take a full cold shower, where we wet the head also, because every
Yeah.
time take any kind of bath, I mean hot foot bath, spine bath, um, what do you say, katti snan, what do you call that, that bath, hip bath. So
Hey,
each
but
Yes.
time we
Hip
take that, after that we have to take full cold shower including head.
Right.
So the conditions where this is utilized is where there is a muscular weakness, easy fatigability, then many of the problems where patient is having what you say, back pain, and usually females lower back pain, that kind of complaints, like muscular complaints basically.
Yeah. Yeah. So a lot of things that are related to the nerves, the issues which are related to nerves, for them, the spinal bath works the best. Yeah, especially the back pain kind of thing. So we always suggest people to do spinal bath. Okay. Now, who will tell me the steps for taking the spinal bath?
I will tell you.
Okay, please go ahead, Zenobia.
The steps for taking spinal bath, right?
Yes.
Uh, so for spinal bath, actually we need a spinal tub, which is as displayed. It is of plastic or sometimes of metal also. It is about the size of one's torso, and this
Yeah.
spinal bath tub has to be filled with half an inch or 1 inch of plain tap water,
Yeah.
and person has to carefully lie down in that tub. Only the back part, the back portion of the body should get wet. No other portion of the body should get wet unless a combination bath of foot bath, etc., is also being taken. So,
Right.
also, if sometimes a tub is not available, then some other techniques can be done, like wetting a towel and lying down on that, wetting a towel, rinsing it completely, and lying down on that wet towel so that only the back is exposed to that towel. Or wetting a towel, rolling it up, and putting it on the length of the spine so that
Yeah.
only the spine region is getting the cooling effect. Or, as you mentioned once, under a shower, we have to put like a dupatta and the water trickles and wets the dupatta and that dupatta is on your back. So
Yes.
all these
Right.
different ways can be used if there is no spinal tub available, but care should be taken that only the back part is getting wet in this alternative processes also, because only then the therapy works.
Right. Agreed. And there could also be ablution, where you could just keep the water flowing from the tip, from the neck bone till the tailbone.
Yeah, with the hand shower, no?
Yeah, with a hand shower, or if someone can pour water from a mug, from a bucket into a mug, from the neck bone to the tailbone, or a hand shower is also good. Even the dupatta technique that you mentioned is also very good. That also works. Yeah. Also,
Can I ask,
You
yes.
why not the head shower? I mean, why only hand shower?
What is okay? The head shower will also wet your head, and then
Yeah,
it will
at
wet the
other parts
entire
of them.
body. Yes. We only want to wet the spine, nothing else, but only the spine, so that there is a temperature difference in the body. Only when the spine is made wet with the cold water, the spine will remain cool, while the other parts of the body will remain warm or whatever they are normally. Okay. And because of this temperature difference, the blood circulation will improve, and this will cause the toxins to flow to the elimination parts, and there will be elimination in a better way. Okay.
Oh,
Also, it is suggested to take the oral temperature of the person before doing the spinal bath, and again retake the temperature of the body after taking the spinal bath. And when we compare the two temperatures, if there is lowering of the temperature, which it means that we have put too much water in the spinal bathtub. the right way should ideally be an increase in temperature, which means then it is the right way. It is very good. If the temperature increases after the spinal bath, it is good. If there is no change in the temperature, then also it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
This is oral temperature like we take in a fever.
Sorry, can you repeat?
What temperature is this? That oral
Yes.
mercury temperature.
The thermometer, yes. Yeah, the oral temperature. So, what is the purpose of the spinal bath? The purpose is to improve the blood circulation in the body. Yeah.
And tone the nervous system.
Yes, and tone the nervous system. That's right. Yeah. Okay. So, very good, very well explained by Deepali ji and Zenobia, both of you. Excellent. I see a few more people who have joined. Neelkant ji, nice to see you. And Sri Divya as well. Have you guys gone through the recording of session? Currently, we are on session 7 related to spinal bath. Sri Divya and Neelkant ji, I think you both are on mute.
Sorry,
Yeah, I have gone through. I have gone through both 7 and 8.
Okay, good.
Yeah, 7 long back, 8 still ongoing.
Okay. 8th is ongoing, huh? Okay. Okay, and now what are the different combinations of doing spinal bath?
Head, foot bath.
Head, cool cloth on head and hot water in the legs.
Yes, that's right. So, cold spinal bath with hot foot bath along with cooling head pack. Right.
Yeah.
So, when we do this, what happens?
Temperature will be uniform throughout the body. Temperature throughout.
Yeah, there will be equal distribution of heat all over the body
Yeah.
by means of improved blood circulation. That's right. Also, we do spinal bath with sun bath together. When we keep the spinal bathtub in the sun, and when we do sun bath, we anyway have to keep a wet towel on head. So spinal bath with sun bath and wet towel on head is also a combination.
And even pranayam we do with
Yes,
the spinal bath.
yes. Yeah, that's right. So it is also very doing pranayam while doing spinal bath will also be very efficient because then the whole body will be relaxed. And also meditation can be done while doing spinal bath. Okay. Okay, so now we are on this slide about doing spinal bath in cold climates or during winter season. So who wants to talk about this slide? Neelkanji, do you want to go ahead?
Uh, in winter, we can use warm water bath, warm water.
Yes. So only starting with lukewarm water
Yeah.
and then can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So see what we do is We use lukewarm water only to start the spinal bath,
Yeah.
and then once the body gets adapted, we then slowly add a mug of cool water in the tub after a few minutes. Okay, so why? Because the spine needs to be cooled and not
Yeah.
heated. So,
Yeah.
because of winter, we may be already feeling cold. So, we start with the lukewarm water, but gradually, after 10 minutes or so, we add a mug of cool water in the tub. And if it's very cold, we can also do a hot foot bath along with the spinal bath, and that will keep our foot warm, and hence we will not feel cold during winter. When the foot is in the hot water, automatically we will feel warmer. Okay, these are a few directions for doing spinal bath during winter season. Also, you can also cover your whole body with a warm sheet. If there is like if you are out in the open and it's too cold outside, you can cover your body with a warm sheet. And after doing the spinal bath, instead of taking a cold shower, we start with a warm shower and then end with a very quick
Cold
cool
shower. Yeah.
shower. Yeah. And immediately after taking the shower, we wipe the body with towel and wear cotton socks to cover our feet so that our feet remains warm. And then wear cotton undergarments immediately after the shower, and then the whole dress up yourself. Yeah. So the
Right. No. Initially, we'll take little less water, no? So that
yes, yes,
we
yes,
can put more water.
yes, right, right. Yeah, because we need to add cool water, so we'll
Yeah.
take little lesser water. That's right.
Mm.
Yeah.
I want to ask one thing, that these spinal is usually prescribed regularly, I mean once in 15 days or so, otherwise also, or not?
No, so this is not part of our lifestyle if you are okay. But if you are healing from some issue, some chronic condition, in that case, spinal bath needs to be done on daily basis. But once you have healed and there is no problem, you don't need to do spinal bath. It's not a lifestyle like how we follow the daily sun bath routine or the daily diet routine. We don't usually do spinal bath on daily basis if there is no problem.
If person is feeling lethargic, then we can give a spinal bath. Is it?
Yes, because it relaxes the body and then you become very fresh
So every day
and
it
then you
can be
become active.
taken, or whenever you're feeling like if the person is like that, then how long we can give this spinal bath?
How many days?
Yeah, this spinal bath can be given to a person
So,
who is lethargic.
see, somebody who is feeling lethargic, there will be multiple reasons. So, without changing the other parts or the other lifestyle, and only doing
Hmm.
spinal bath will also not help.
Okay.
So, if your diet is good, if you are having a lot of vegetables in your diet,
Hmm.
if you're doing your regular exercise in the morning, if you're going for running, if you're doing sun bath, you will not feel lethargic,
Hmm. Hmm.
isn't it? So
Hmm.
everything works together in unison.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. Okay, I think we are at the end of session 7. We will now go to session 8. Okay, so This session is about the herbal packs and the hip bath. We saw the spinal bath in lecture 7, and now in lecture 8, we will see the hip bath and the herbal packs. Okay. So this slide is about an atom, the smallest particle of any element, and basically an atom bomb is nothing but it's a result of breaking an atom, and the most powerful actually explosions they come uh, because of atom. So the summary of this slide is since most powerful actions can happen in our bodies by doing very little things, like little bit of hydrotherapy or little bit of massage will show big results, and the smallest thing will create the most wonderful difference in our bodies. Okay, so here they are mentioning about Achamana, which is taking very small quantity of plain water in our palm and drinking from our palm. Okay.
I think small things will give more potency, I think. Small
Yes.
potency,
Yeah,
small things.
yeah. Circular
Absolutely.
elements work more effectively.
True. Very true. Yeah. So what happens when we do Achamana?
Should I tell?
Yes.
Someone else should get a chance.
uh, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay. I mean, it may not be able to recite that. I tried it too, 1 or 2 times, but the important message in this is that when you take a little bit of water in your hand, so the first thing is that the body gets the sensation that water is coming. So before it goes to mouth also, the body knows that water is coming to mouth, so that signal helps for the body to prepare for it. The second thing is that whenever we are holding it and we are reciting mantras, so it gets energized with those mantras, and whenever we are saying those mantras, we are in a very good state of our mind. So it is not necessarily that we should recite these mantras only. Whichever religion or whichever type of God you follow, you can take the name of that God or anything. So that gives you that inner peace or the settled state of your mind. And then when you take a small sip of that water and you little bit warm it in the mouth and then you engulf it. So this is a very small quantity of water, but producing a mass effect and mass change in our health, and that's why it has been compared with atom bomb.
Right. Right.
Yeah, and then I think then Guruji has mentioned the indications where we can ask the person to, I mean, where the Achumana can be used as the hydrotherapy. I mean, what are the cases where we can use it as a
Yeah.
hydrotherapy?
Yeah. So when we do Achamana, we take little water in the palm, and that's how the palm gets cooled. And this coolness of the palm, this coolness actually travels from the palm to the rest of the body. Okay. And then Guruji, I think, also mentioned in this slide about high temperatures like fever. So he also said whether the high temperatures are dangerous. Are they? They are not.
They are not.
Yeah. Why?
is taking care of the debris, and it is lots of activities going on in the body of collecting the debris and making it dumping to the excretion sites like kidney, skin, and gut. So that's why
Right.
fever is a good thing, because it will spike and it will come down slowly, gradually. So
Yes.
one query for this, because we see that in children, whenever they are having high grade fever, I mean, we are giving antipyretics, what you call that, crocin and kind of a drugs, but they do get convulsions in high when the fever exceeds from more than 10 to 103, then they do get convulsions, and that's a kind of a bad thing for them, because they do damage themselves in that. And then constantly the parents are under stress that next time if he gets fever, is he going to get convulsion again, that kind of a thing. So what's to say about it?
So, actually, when the temperature goes up, it goes up only for a short duration. I have also known people who have told that the fever has gone beyond 104 or 105, but they did not take any medicine. They just fasted on water, and they kept on having water and nothing else. Feeding in fever is feeding the fever. Okay. So, really, the best solution is fasting and all the other elements of nature like sun bath and the hydrotherapies as well. So when the temperature goes up, it goes up for a short duration, and after it finishes its job, the temperature comes down. And why does this happen? It's because, as you said, there is an activity which is going on in our bodies. And what is that activity? This activity is called as Guruji mentioned, it's called as catabolism. Okay.
Yeah.
And so what happens in catabolism? It is nothing but collecting waste from the different parts of the body. So whenever a lot of waste gets accumulated inside our bodies, um, this cleansing process starts, and that's when the fever comes. Okay. So, this activity is collecting waste from different parts of the body, and it wants to remove the waste. Okay. So, when this cleaning is going on, we should not stop this activity. So, we should help the activity by the help of hydrotherapies. Okay. And also by doing fasting and sun bath. Okay.
Do we
So
give?
during the time of fever, we can do that wet towel therapy on the head.
Yes, absolutely. The forehead can be wet. So the cold wet pack can be put on the forehead. And
And
if
tone will also help, no?
Tona, yes, Tona for any acute conditions, Tona really comes very handy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we if the child is if the patient is having fever,
Yeah.
still we ask the patient to sit in sun, I mean sun bath?
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay,
Very much.
okay,
Lie down in the sun. Yeah.
okay.
Okay. Now we are on trickle water treatment slide. Who will explain? Neelkanji, would you want to go ahead? Or Sridivya? Anyone? Both of you are on mute.
Yeah. So this water trickling, like little bit of water on the forehead. So it is like very much alternating effect. It will give the uh, like cool, hot, cool, hot, cool, hot. So it will be good also for faster thing because regular small drops and immediately heat and cold it is happening.
Yeah, right. So when the water drop falls, the area gets cooled. And then after some time, after a gap, the area gets heated again till the next water drop falls. So what happens is this alternate cooling and heating takes place. And as a result of this alternate cooling and heating, what happens? The blood circulation improves. So this entire concept of hydrotherapy works on the blood circulation concept, right? And this can be done with any part of the body. Even it works for severe headaches, and the headache gets relieved in a very short duration of time with this kind of application. Okay. I think we just spoke about the same thing. Next is wet palm massage. How do we do this?
We have to wet our palm and uh, massage that stomach or whichever part is affected anti-clockwise. And other person can also do this wet palm massage, but it is not suggested because negativity can also, that person's negativity can also uh, can affect the person who's not well.
Yeah, negative energy can impact.
Yeah.
But if the other person has to do it, then you have to shrug off the hand,
Yeah.
and like how Guruji had taught us massage in the camp.
Mm.
After doing massage, you need to shrug off your hand at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it should be very light massage, not
Yes, light touch.
yeah.
Right. Okay. So this is helpful in problems like constipation and gas pressure and such kind of issues.
And this should be clockwise always on the abdomen.
Yes, it should be done clockwise. Okay. Now, this is about the herbal packs. So, what kind of vegetables should we choose for herbal packs?
There's
Both
water
family.
and soft.
What are the adjectives which are mentioned here?
Rasya snigdha, sthira, the juicy, subtle in taste, stable,
Yes.
liked by all. Yeah.
So, snigdha means subtle in taste,
Yeah.
which means vegetables which are more or less mild. They are neither very pungent nor very spicy. Otherwise, if you grate onion or garlic or bitter gourd or green chili, they are not sattvic. They'll cause all different types of issues. We only have to take vegetables which are subtle in taste. And stable, sthira means stable. or something that has got life. Hridaya is liked by all. Okay, so these are some examples of vegetables which can be used for herbal packs. The most common is cucumber, of course. Then there is ashgard, there's white portion of watermelon, there's bottle gourd. So these are the vegetables which are also alkaline, of which we also can make alkaline vegetable juices, right? And then if there are leafy vegetables, you can make a paste of leafy vegetable, but when you make a paste, sometimes they become very watery. So in that case, how are they to be applied?
You have to add flour.
Yes.
Only flour.
You could add wheat flour or rice flour or maybe besan, something like that, so that it sticks to the body or to the area where it is applied. Okay.
What do you mean by sthira?
Hira means stable.
Stable.
No. Stable means what you expect in this vegetable.
So something that has got life is what was mentioned.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I mean all vegetables have life. So
So Vandana, my 2 years daughter, my head is like always very heat and full white patch and itching kind. It's very dry always. So in this case, leafy vegetable will work out more, right? Or
uh, you mean the hair or the head?
head. Hair is very less because of
Scalp.
that heat on the head. It's so in a day, 3, 4 times I'm washing her head with cool water.
Okay.
So only head I am washing her. But still, if I forget one time also, it will again dry up and white patch will come. I don't know if it's
Oh,
dandruff or something, but it's like very dry. So recently I did mundane and again I'm like making her trying to make her head because in her body I see more heat is in the head actually.
okay.
When fever comes also her head will be like, oh my god, like we can make some food also on that.
Oh, it's so hot.
Yeah.
Okay.
She eats less outside, I mean food more on my breast milk, but
Acha.
still she's in
Okay. How old or how many
2 years.
months? 2 years. Acha. Hmm. So try to give her also coconut water apart from breast milk.
Yeah.
And yes, you are
Morning, I'm
already
giving her only fruit or dry fruits list.
okay. The dry fruits you are giving soaked, right?
Yeah,
Not,
soaked on.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And also you can give her some raw vegetable juices that
Mm.
will make her body alkaline.
Trying to give, she's very, her taste buds are very, she wants some tasty things. She drinks amla juice. I mean, she likes that taste like sour and
Okay.
so I'm trying to mix this coriander with amla. So like that, I'm giving her morning herbal juice. Otherwise, she'll not drink. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So amla is alkaline, Vandana.
Although Guruji doesn't have amla juice in the list of alkaline juices, but amla is very much used in cooked recipes.
Okay.
Instead of tamarind kind of thing. Like
Yes, instead of tamarind.
I'm
Hmm.
sometimes using in my raw salad. It's I can use.
Yes, you can use. Yeah.
So on head I can apply her like curry leaf or some leaf, which will be
Yes,
best.
yes. Yeah, very much. You can apply curry leaves or neem leaves, but neem leaves, by chance, if she tastes, she'll find it bitter. But yeah, you can apply leaves on her head
Hmm.
to cool down her head.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Only 10 minutes is enough, right? 2 years baby. So
Yeah,
I
10-15 minutes is okay. You can
think,
also give her spinal bath.
I'm trying to give her hip bath. I'm trying nothing.
Okay,
She always loves to water. She's like water girl. She'll spend more
okay.
with water, but still her head is hit.
You can try to make her join some swimming class. The kids learn swimming very fast at a very young age.
Yeah, yeah. Almost weekly 3 days she goes to swimming also.
Oh,
And
she
with
already
my
does.
yeah, yeah. From my two daughters from their age, 6 months itself, my husband we took to
Wow.
swimming. Yeah.
Wow, that's very good to know.
They love water and they love to be in water. So
Excellent. Super.
so but I mean stagnantly if I need to make her sit somewhere or do I cannot do since she's 2 years.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Agreed.
And raw fruits she will have, but raw vegetables it's making me very difficult for her to feed.
Okay, okay. If she's not having, if she's not chewing raw vegetables, you can make juice and make her drink. Or you can actually drink in front of her and show her how tasty it is so that it'll, tempt her to have as well.
Yeah, she tastes little bit and she does poo. I'm
Okay. Yeah,
yeah,
try with different vegetables like
yeah,
carrot, beetroot,
yes,
um, things that she'll find tasty and see which ones she likes.
yeah. Yeah, if I mix raw mango and this amla, no, she will have some little bit.
She loves sour taste, is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Did you like sour taste also? I mean, usually our kids' taste is like mostly on, at least in my
Yes.
case, it is on my mother.
Yeah, we both love this mango and raw mango things and all. But
Yeah.
she's tasting so much so.
Yeah.
Because of that, her hair is also not at all growing. It is like only little bit.
Yeah, I think they take their own time, so
Yeah,
nothing to be worried.
yes. So these vegetables, how we can select for different thing like herbal packs, like for hand pain or if something. Uh, I mean, how we can select like which vegetable or anything is like all have equal.
Yeah, you can, whichever vegetable is easily available, you can select that. Leaves are much effective. Okay. And again, depends from which location it is, what is the wound, whether it is an open wound or a closed wound, or if it's just some rashes. In that case, cucumber is very handy for all types of herbal packs. But if there are open wounds, in that case, we should not be grating things, but we should grind them into a paste and then apply it uh, on the wound. Okay. And sometimes, if the location is such that and the person cannot sleep, cannot be in a sleeping position, the herbal pack won't stick to the body unless you are in a sleeping position. Because if there are working people and they want to, also work and simultaneously apply herbal pack, in that case, you need to apply a porous cloth on top of the herbal pack so that the herbal pack remains on the area for a longer duration, at least 20 to 30 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
And one more thing I want to ask, I mean, we say that only 30 minutes we need to keep these packs, right, on the body. Otherwise, this osmosis will happen. So,
Reverse osmosis. Yeah.
yeah. So, while having raw salads, so if we soak more than 30 minutes, that vegetables in that water, it will happen reverse osmosis, or we can soak more time also.
What should we soak? Sorry, I didn't understand.
Vegetables before cooking or before eating. So I soak for some time, so that if something is there, it goes into the water, chemicals or something. So can we soak more than 30 minutes? Or there also will it happen some reverse osmosis?
You can use drinking water.
Yeah, drinking water only.
No,
Yeah.
Vandana ji, she is talking about when we buy
Chemicals
the
or
vegetable and then we get the vegetables, then usually we wash. But if they are not chemical free,
Yeah.
so to avoid the chemicals to be going inside our body, they recommend sometimes to
soak it.
keep it in
Soak.
the water for 2 hours, 1 hour, like that. I mean, apple, or we have got palak and spinach, and then we have to keep it in the water for 1 hour or so, so that the chemicals will be released in that water. That is what some of the people are saying. So she is asking you, is first of all, is it the right method? And the second thing is that there also that reverse osmosis thing is applied. So should be kept less than 30 minutes there also, or what to be done?
Okay.
Thanks, Dipal.
So,
You are very clear for my
yeah.
point.
Yeah.
So you are a good teacher.
Yeah, good wording. I mean, good explanation of the
Yeah,
question.
yeah, very nice. Exactly what is my point. She has done everything in perfect way. Maybe she also has same question. I don't know.
Okay, so firstly, if the vegetables are chemically grown, just by soaking the vegetable in the water will not help too much, because it has already, the chemical inside the soil has already gone into the vegetable inside. So just by washing or soaking the vegetable for as long as you want will also not help as much. So the best is to get organic or naturally grown vegetables. Secondly, about reverse osmosis, that is the quality of water. So if it can happen with our skin, it can also happen with anything else.
Can I share one experience?
Yes.
Yeah, actually, I also used to do these things, and sometimes in the summer season, the fruits usually get dried. So I used to put it in the water for some time
Yeah.
before they are to be eaten. So my husband told me that this is diluting the taste. So please don't do it. So that can be the answer, that water is really transferred from outside to inside
Mm.
that fruit if you keep it in the water.
Yeah. That's one of the qualities of water. Yeah. The properties of water.
Yeah. In our medical field, we call it as a placebo effect. I mean, there is no definitive action known to it, but still to feel good, we do it.
Yes. The placebo effect is a very, I mean, very popular thing nowadays. Yeah. Great. Good. Thanks for that analogy. Okay. Okay, now there could be certain acute conditions which are mentioned here on this slide, and the herbal packs will help in all of these conditions, like scratch skin, if there is a cut with the knife, then if there are rashes on the areas of the skin, if there are pimples, so every pimple you have to apply a herbal pack. If there's inflammation somewhere. Okay, now in case of burns, there could be different types of burns. If it's an oil burn, if a hot oil got splashed and it has um, it went and touched your skin. So what do you do in case of hot oil burn?
We put cold oil.
Right. Why shouldn't we put cold water?
It will damage the skin.
Hmm. What will happen?
Mm,
Blister formation.
Yes.
yeah.
Right. That's right. So when hot oil has fallen on our skin, immediately cold water should never ever be put on that part of the body because immediately there will be blisters. And that's why cold oil should be poured on top of the hot oil burn. Later, once the skin is cooled, once that area is cooled, then you can put water or herbal pack, anything is fine. But immediately, we should never ever apply cold water on top. Okay.
Can I ask
Uh,
you one thing
yeah.
about this scratched skin? There is a dryness usually we see in the winter. So regular dryness, how frequently can we apply this herbal pack? And the second question is that there is eczematous skin. So till what duration we should continue applying and how frequently?
You can do it twice or thrice in a day, or the number of times you feel itching. Whenever you feel itching, you can apply the herbal pack. Okay. And duration till this issue persists.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes in herbal packs, beetroot can also be used, and that is used when there are white patches on the skin, or there is decolorization. Also, mehendi leaves are used, and that is called as leucoderma.
Leukoderma.
Yes. In such cases, there are white patches, and the mehendi color will not appear wherever there are white patches during such condition. But when you keep applying and keep following this lifestyle, there will be a time, there will be a day when actually the mehendi color will start appearing on such white patches as well, which means the healing has started.
Sun bath is important before
Yes,
putting this.
yes, very correct.
Mm.
So before applying the herbal packs, we must definitely do a sun bath. Yeah.
Mm.
And only after sun bath, herbal pack should be applied. Yeah. Especially for cases like psoriasis, you must have heard a number of times about the psoriasis story of Guruji,
Yeah.
about how a person who was suffering with psoriasis since 16 years never went into sun, was always staying in a dark room, was treated using sun bath and then herbal packs. Yeah. Okay. So this is the video. Now, herbal packs for the eyes. Has anyone in the recent past got anything like conjunctivitis or red eyes or itchy eyes? No? Okay. Sometimes just herbal packs, sometimes also if they don't work, what we do is we actually get a eye wash cup, which is available in medical stores. And then the alkaline juice that we drink in the morning, the same juice we use in the eye wash cup and dip our eye inside it. That becomes even more effective for a few seconds or a minute or so. Okay.
This eye wash can improve our vision also if we do regularly.
Yes, yes. Yeah. Also, along with sun gazing and the eye exercises that are taught,
Yeah.
all of it together.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the application part. I think it's pretty much clear, right, from the videos.
Mhm.
Now the hip bath. So who can explain about the hip bath? Maybe this slide. So why do we need hip bath? Many times because it's mostly our sitting job. We our unhealthy lifestyle makes us sit all the time, and there is overuse of a particular part of the body, right? And these days our seating positions are also not very good. In the olden times we used to sit on the floor, or wooden chairs, but these days we sit on cushioned sofas and unhealthy kind of seating arrangements. Also, sometimes the wrong postures of sitting and standing and walking and running, all those lead to unhealthy lifestyle, and unhealthy cells are formed. So in such situations, the hip bath comes very handy, and any problems related to the areas below the navel, hip bath is very useful for all of them. So these are the conditions that can help, that actually, are very useful. Hip bath becomes very useful for these conditions. Constipation, blocked urination, if there are gas problems, and even for blood pressure, if there's pain in the hip area, and rheumatic conditions. Okay, so how much water should be there in the hip bathtub?
Till navel.
Yeah, right. So for all the problems related to the pelvic region, hip bath comes handy. So like spinal bath, here also we must use cold water. But if it's winter season and if it's too cold, sometimes it becomes very uncomfortable to go into the cold water for hip bath. So then we start with lukewarm water to begin with. And like spinal bath, we start adding cold water a little later. And then these are the combinations with the hip bath. As mentioned during spinal bath, these are the same combinations. Yeah. Cold head pack along with hot foot bath, and sun bath along with cold head pack, pranayam with hip bath, and meditation with hip bath. And if it's winter, cover the whole body with a rug. Yeah. When we apply cold wet pack on the head, we also cover our eyes And that's how it will be more relaxing. Okay, I think we've covered on time.
Vandana,
Yeah.
can I ask one question?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, actually, I had a function to attend where in the little late night I had to go, and my ma'am forced me to have 2 3 bites of food. So I had that spicy vegetable and roti on Saturday night at 10:30, and I came and slept at 12 o'clock. So after that Sunday, I didn't eat anything in the morning. I had alkaline juice, and then I had a fruit at 12 o'clock, and then I had regular bhaji, little bit of roti and soup as dinner. So I was okay on Monday, but since yesterday and today, I'm having a severe acidity kind of a feel. But then it is not there in the tummy, it is there in the throat. And I mean, I took tona, but I took it once a day, and
Okay.
did weight patti. I couldn't do fasting because I think on Sunday when I didn't eat anything, so I had little bit of a headache, and I had to go for one case. So I had fruit and then I went. Like if I do water fast, then I really feel weak. So right now I'm not doing that water fast kind of a thing. I mean, in last 1 month I didn't do because I was not well 15 days.
Okay.
So could you please guide me?
Okay. So, what about the raw vegetable salad?
Yeah. Yesterday morning and today morning I had raw vegetable salad very much, but I also had sabji because I didn't have that much of the salad in the house. So then I had a little bit of a sabji also with that.
Okay.
Was prepared at home.
Okay. So, also, are you taking cold head bath every day?
Ah, I didn't do for 2 days because I was feeling so fatigued. So I actually completely forgot about it. Simply speaking.
Okay. So, two things that you need to do. One is running if you are not already doing it
Okay.
every day.
Okay.
And second is cold head bath
Oh,
uh, every time you take bath.
okay. Okay.
And of course, the alkaline juice and the raw vegetable salad should never be missed.
No, I didn't miss it,
Yeah.
but still I got this now. So that's why. And then I wanted to ask the tona to be done for 2 times a day or 1 time a day. It is okay.
Yeah, if there is an acute problem, you can do tona multiple times. If
Okay.
there is no acute problem, it's okay. I mean,
Mm,
you may even not do tona.
oh,
Only on the day of fasting, you must definitely do tona. You
okay.
should never skip tona on the day of fasting.
Huh. Okay. Okay. No, the last 2 days, I mean, Sunday, I was planning to fast, so I took tona in the morning,
Yeah.
and Monday, I was okay, so I didn't take. But Tuesday evening, yesterday evening, I was feeling very much of like जैसे अंदर सब आग लग गई है ऐसा फीलिंग आया था. तो
Okay.
yesterday evening I took tona,
Yeah.
and I had salads in the afternoon. I did asanas. I didn't go for running. I did asanas yesterday and today. So
Okay.
I'll do this head bath and I'll go for running tomorrow then.
Sure. When you actually start running,
Okay.
your blood circulation becomes very good. And
Okay.
then the entire thing is about blood circulation. It's
Okay.
so gradually all these problems start disappearing.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vandana.
Okay, thank you everyone for attending the session. And I think only very few people are attending the sessions nowadays, only about 3 to 5 people. So those who are attending the sessions will only receive the certificate. The others may not receive the certificate because there is no way to judge if they are actually listening to the recording. So maybe I'll put this point across on the group as well. Okay, so the next class will be on next Wednesday, and before that's just before the Diwali. Okay. Okay, so have a great time, everyone.
Next time,
And
can you record the session? I will be missing it.
okay, sure. Yes, I will record the session.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
night. Good
Good
night,
night.
everyone.
Bye.